Welcome back to Combat Mission Battle for Normandy. This is the third series of turns from this scenario. Lost about 15 minutes from the last series of turns, so we're a little bit more advanced. I'll go into more detail on that later. As it stands, we're putting a section here, one section, 9 platoon into the church, and they've uncovered a couple of heavy machine guns. I was thinking of getting them out of here, but by the time I'd done that, they may have suffered casualties anyway. So one section's going in there. Let's get these into target the 4-1. I'd like with these to target this guy, but no. And then quick move those into the ruins. These into these foxholes. Gonna look at not into there, not see if I can actually get it where I want it to go to. I'll have to do. I'm not sure it's going to let me put them exactly where I want them to be put. On this left side, I'm going to start preparing the way. And blasting through all the way through there. I'll clear that target. See what we can see with these guys, not very much. So this is the 57mm one. And to this road here. In that direction. I'm thinking we've pretty much got these guys pinned down and sorted out here. I'm gonna have to do, in order to be able to get infantry forward into these positions, use these Churchills to nice, certainly fast. That is the, so which one is that? Figure out who's who and what's what here. Hold on a second, let me see what we're doing here. Getting a little bit confused as to who belongs to what. I get you. Stop firing at. So that's a 75, that's a 75, that's a 57. Be a little bit ambitious here. get the camera to work. They can engage from there, so I'm going to do... going to target light there. That the idea with this target light is just to use beasts and machine guns to fire through these hedgerows in the direction where I actually want them to go. That's probably going to be a bit too... I'm hopeful. Well, we'll see how the AI deals with this. So we've got what, 120, that should be safe from Panzerfausts. Okay, it's time to get these guys into these positions. Not exactly textbook, but I need to I need to get on top of these positions. Just getting these infantry units online. I swear there are some positions here. I just want to get into a strong position here where I can what am I doing here? Which unit does this belong to? I'm getting confused here as to who belongs to who. No, that's something different. Oh, I'm getting confused. So where's the other section from this one? Oh yeah, now I get you. Now I get you. Reasonable sense. I don't like leaving this HQ in the open, but how much HQ have they got left? Oh, some smoke. I'm going to bring those forward anyway. You have to deal with this German infantry, which is just causing us issues. was the HQ for these guys. I've really got to get these up in a position where they can give proper support. There. Not a great deal else we can do. As you can see on the right, we lost one of the two Achilles tanks. Yeah. About decent. Is that opened up? It is indeed. Let's see how that works there. Not a great deal more I can do here. The tiger's looking slightly off to the side, but doesn't help me a huge amount. I can't get these scouts forward without them going into open ground. Is that going to give them any cover? I think they get more cover in this taller grass, I think, unless I'm very much mistaken. Let those get forward a little bit. Goes up in between the two. What am I doing here? Against these guys that are an absolute menace. I think it's just an observer, forward observer team. Section 3 section is taking horrendous casualties. I don't believe that there's a... I'm not going to do anything on this flank, to be honest. I'm just going to leave them in situ. I just don't think we have any strength there. I need to... In all honesty, I think we need to take this tiger out first and foremost. Let's get back onto this right flank. And let's start rolling. I don't really like going up against a tiger with one M10, but it's don't really have a huge amount of choice there. The other two, I've just no idea I'm going to get them to firing positions. Should have been looking at that position of the first M10. Don't go beyond that. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. I might creep it forward gradually, but that's about all I'm going to be looking to achieve there, because I think that tiger leads a bit of a charmed life. Okay, a lot of infantry popping up there. That's not doesn't look promising. No, turn 5, turn 5. What we need though is for these other guys to get in to that building quickly. Don't run straight back out the building, you fools. Cardboard infantry strikes again. I'd like the infantry just sometimes to be a little more resilient than they are. And that's a strong building there. They don't need to run out of the building. They could take cover inside the building. But they just run straight out the back as soon as they get any sort of competition. Now, instead of there being two sections in there to put fire out, there's one, so you're exchanging one for the other, and as they're running by guys that are going in there, that to me doesn't make sense. But there you go. There should just be more awareness of what's going on around them. Would like to give an area fire order, even if it can't actually hit that spot now. By the time it arrives there, then it can do. And that really, I knew that Churchill would go the wrong way around. Rather than going through that fence in front of it, I knew that it would go all the way around. And this is stuff that gets armour killed really quickly. They just, I mean, all it has to do is go through that gap, through that fence, to that point, and it's done. Instead of, let's just cut to the chase and just do it the way that it's going to do it, regardless of whether you want to do it that way or not. You know, if you're going to have to micromanage things, give us the tools to be able to micromanage it properly. I feel that it kind of falls between two stools, and it doesn't know what it's going to be. Does it want you to micromanage, or does it not want you to micromanage? I'd like it to just give you the tools to do it, to accept that the tech AI is going to make some really poor choices and some really poor decisions. So as a consequence, make sure that we have the ability to make choices ourselves. Can't see anything. Can't see anything. It's the problem when you get icons disappearing like that. You just end up losing sight of. See, I know I can area fire that area from there, but by the time you've clicked it and gone to it, then you forget where you're actually looking at. So boom, gone. So now I can't see that enemy. See, I can area fire there. Ugh. It's a bit infuriating that. Guys, would you just stay in that building, back your buddies up, don't just run away from them as soon as there's any sort of issue. I'm going to will I get through there with those? How am I going to get this squadron, or this trooper tanks through here to provide support? I should be able to just go straight through them like that, but I don't know where this infantry's gotten to. Come on, let's start going. Let's start moving. I'm not sure why this hasn't moved. Come on guys, let's start hitting things. Is there infantry in that building there? I want to hit these two buildings straight at in the centre, but again, I'd like to, even though it can't see it now, I think by the time it moves forward it's going to be able to see it, so I'd like to give a target. Nope, won't let you. And I don't know, that doesn't seem all that logical to me. You end up with a unit sitting there for 30 seconds, it's just not doing anything. Which just really penalises the turn-based system, which is kind of odd to me when it's Battlefront of basically based on turn-based. I don't want you to move forward that far. Because if it does, it's liable to get killed. Absolutely sure it's pointed exactly where I want it to be. Let's go. I really wish you could click that white dot and get a target LOS from that dot rather than have to actually get there. Come on, guys. Spot that tiger, looking straight down the barrel. One shot off. Go on, guys, do it. You know you can. Three pairs of eyes looking straight down the tiger's throat. At a slight side angle for the tiger. One tank commander in the tiger, so we should be at an advantage spotting. Everybody's spotting, everybody's looking. It's only the commander in that tiger that's looking. We've got to have an advantage. Plus the tiger's turret takes so long to rotate. Let's go right back to the initial idea I had to use this hedgerow for cover. It just doesn't work. They get spotted from the flank so easily. Looks like they've gone to ground. Let's concentrate on this flank for the time being. Come on, guys, let's get these tanks forward. I swear this one's on slow movement, it's just grinding its way along really slowly. Infantry's getting absolutely slaughtered. These infantry's just been slaughtered in those buildings. Again, I can't get line of sight on these. Can't get line of sight on these. They're just being slaughtered, and then, as always, they just run straight out the back door as soon as there's any trouble. It's just one of those things. You just can't trust the British infantry. They're just built to be so weak that they just run away the first shots fired against them, unfortunately. Target light, but that's, you know, I mean, I always feel that scenario designers get really lazy when it comes, or game designers get really lazy when it comes to these things. They make the German infantry super tough and super resilient. The British infantry is very weak, and the American infantry is somewhere towards the top of that scale. Which I just think is really lazy. Line of sight again. Again, I would love to be able to click that white dot and just to check line of sight from there, because even getting down to level 0, I mean that's just nonsense. There's no way that you can't get line of sight from there to there. It's just total nonsense. You need, I mean, if you get onto level 0 here, this is my big complaint about the combat mission series. If you get onto level 0, you think, yeah, I've got line of sight. Sure, I've got line of sight. Okay, there are trees there, but you know, you've got to abstract that to a certain level. But there's no line of sight, and you can't just click that dot and then target light from the dot. It's still from the tank where it is now, rather than where it's about to be. See if we can do that. What is that actually coming from? No, it just didn't do it, did it? Oh, did it? Hold on a minute. Now that's... Is that actually... Wait a minute, let me just check something out here on the fly. Let's come up to a... see if I can remember that 84 meters there, just between those two. On the right. Let me try this again. Is this fooling me or what? Is that actually getting line of sight from... Is that actually getting target... interesting. It looks as though it does work like that, only in a very misleading way. You see, the targeting thing is coming right from the tank rather than the actual... I've got a feeling it's actually going to... You learn something new every day. I've never seen that before. I've always assumed because you get the targeting line still from the centre of the tank that it was still giving you the centre of the tank, but that seems to... Let me just figure this stuff out first. So I can't get line of sight here. Let's move it to there. No, from here I still can't see it there, right? So I'll click that. And we still can't. Okay, but let's take it all the way from there, so it should be absolutely certain to... No. Now that is what's called inconclusive. I'll have to try that with something else, because that is really confusing me. But I still don't know why I can't. Where's those RMGs? I think that HMG is about there. I think. Put that into that sort of position. Now, figure this out. Get a scout team all the way up there just to check on that. Down the building. What? What? That you've just took. This is where it gets really confusing for me. That icon is lit up. That says that it can see it. You click on an icon, it tells you all the units that can actually see it. You click on the icon, it's still there. Then it says there's no line of sight. I don't get that. I don't understand that. That's one of those things you just kind of scratch your head at and just kind of think, well, I don't get how that does not have a line of sight to that building. I mean, again, you get down on level 0 and you think, yeah, that's got line of sight, that's got perfect line of sight, and then you get to target and there's no line of sight. So it's kind of, yeah, okay. I mean, the game does absolutely depend upon line of sight, and yet well, you know what, if I give it a hunt order it will not move forward because it can see, quote unquote, the squad in front of it, so that won't work. That's kind of baffling, really. Let me see if I can actually get this to work at all. That is that going to... nope, that's not going to. So yeah, the point there is I don't mind micromanaging if I have to, but you have to give me the tools to properly micromanage. And if I have to, getting down to level 1 or level 0, however you want to put it, and scout the terrain, again, that's fine, I'll do that, but it has to make sense. If I get down to level 0 and look at the line of sight and it's clear, then it has to be, there has to be line of sight when I put a unit on top of that objective, you know, on top of that position. There has to be line of sight, otherwise how can I micromanage? Anyway, again, I'm gonna have to give up on these guys doing anything yet again. Where the hell do these guys think they're going? I haven't got a clue. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's the blasting, isn't it? Getting confused with people running backwards. What's that HQ? Those guys are not going to be doing much of anything. Those guys in there just to try and... I've got to get these armour forward again in order to be able to... I've just basically got to get these Churchills in position where they can really smack into... so we'll just hit it with everything they've got. And what are we doing here? What am I doing for line of sight? Now I'm thinking, let me test this out again. That should give me a line of sight. No. It's flickering on something, I don't know what it's flickering on. Okay, that doesn't look promising. What I'm gonna do... just trying to grab a hold of this. Is that straight? Pretty much. Stop jumping around as much as it is. I'm just going to edge this forward really cautiously, just trying to... That's about it for that for the moment. I have not got a lot of confidence in this M10 doing the job it needs to be doing. On paper it should just get at least one shot off before it's taken out, but on, guys, you've got to be able to see that. Coming from a little bit further to the right than the other one, so it's got to work in their favour. They are not going to see that. Just keep edging them forward until I feel I can take those guys out. I've got to get the tiger. No, that ain't going to happen. Let's go right back to the beginning. Over on the left. See the M10's in the centre. I can't figure out a firing position for them that's going to be covered as well, but that's going to be secure. Unless you take incredible risks. Oh great, Panzerfaust. Reverse! Reverse! You've just been hit by a Panzerfaust. Reverse! 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 It's just standing in place. It's just been hit by a Panzerfaust. It's just staying in place. Reverse! Reverse! Heaven's sakes, reverse! Oh, you could say we got away with that one, but that's again a bugbear of mine. Sometimes armour gets hit by... And a tank will reverse if it gets hit by small arms fire, but if it gets hit by tank fire or anti-tank fire, it just stays still. I've seen that happen so many times. That's the kind of thing just drives you crazy. Especially in turn-based, because you can't correct these things. You know, you have to just live with it. And getting hit by a Panzerfaust, that's a pretty good indication that we really need to pull out of this position. You know, it really does make me think about, do I want to continue with turn-based? Really, should I go to real time? Will that be quicker? I actually like turn-based. I like to be able to review all the action, but you can't trust TAC AI to make the right choices, which is a real shame. To me, turn-based is where combat mission really does shine, but it shoots itself in the foot repeatedly with things like that. Okay, we're doing okay for the time. Let's get this imbecile to reverse back to here. I still cannot hit that building. That is yeah, that is extreme. Oh. Where the heck is this guy going to? Where the heck? Where the heck is that guy going to? Okay, let me figure this out, because I'm just yet again kind of bamboozled here. Let me just turn it around to face in a safe direction. I'd like to know when I give it instructions on anything to move somewhere. I'd like for it to actually tell me where, just plot the individual movement orders that it's going to do, rather than what I think it's going to do. I think that's how it used to work in Combat Mission 1, where you plot an order and it would, you know, it would come up with its own little path that it was actually going to take, and that might have confused some people, but at least you knew what the AI was going to do. Whereas here, in turn-based, you give an order and you've sometimes it just completely takes you by surprise, and you just do not know where the armor is actually going to end up going to. Or certainly you don't want it I mean, in this instance it would most likely wander all the way down the road looking for a break, maybe come through the side of the this little break here might come through there presenting its side, and we already know there's a Panzerfaust, somebody with a Panzerfaust down that road. So you'd just lose that tank, and if you're turn-based, you could spend a minute watching that event unfold and you can't do anything to stop it. The only thing I can do here, actually, do I have these guys at least forward? Okay, let's see if we can where's the third one on this? Wait a minute, I'm just getting completely confused as to who belongs to who here. Again. Okay, let's see what we can do here. No great deal I can do at the moment, and I'm still having to figure out how to get these units to coordinate a little bit better. Could you just kind of stay in one spot, please? I think the longer they're actually standing in a position, I don't want to give them a long hunt order. I think, got a suspicion, the longer they're standing, or that it's better to get them standing still in a spot like that to actually spot. I think when they're actually hunting forward, the spotting is reduced. At least that's the feeling I have about it. Have they got the angle there? This is the issue about not being able to trace a target line from individual points. Nice if they had kind of random movements rather than all making the exact same movement all together all the time. As you can see, they're all doing exactly the same thing. Let's head over to the other flank. I just can't do anything with these M10s in the centre because I can't secure the ground in front of them and at the same time deal with the Tiger tank. So you can either do one or the other really in that position. I just can't figure a way to get those forward. hopefully this guy's going to reverse neatly. I don't think that guy's bothered shooting even one round at that position. Spotting, spotting, spotting. Go on, fire. Fire. Fire! Crikey. Doesn't appear to be firing MGs at it. Fire MGs at it! Why is it not firing his MGs? Ah, I don't understand that. Why is it not firing? Why is it not firing any machine guns at it? Get into that position. Does that have any effect whatsoever on these guys? Deployed, but seem to be quite merrily firing their weapons. To fire down that avenue. Cannot find line of sight there. I'm a bit puzzled why that's not firing into there. I can't. Again, I'm not at all sure why I can't hit half these buildings. It's just a unique puzzle of combat mission. Why can I not hit that building that's just going to... well, I know the reasons, because I can't see the base of the building. Well, yeah, okay. That's kind of a bit of a flaw. Gotta say, there's a couple of things in the design of Combat Mission 2 that you think, well, hold on a minute, did you not think this might be an issue? I mean, action spots being... I'm guessing action spots are only on the ground. But also you get... And it's something that's kind of baffled me since the first release, that foxholes and trenches were just not... They're planted on top of the map, they're not a part of it, which is... Yeah, it's something you kind of thought they'd have dealt with a little bit better. They would have planned it a little bit better than they did, but there you go. Let's get that hole. What's the HQ on that? It's way too far back. I'm struggling at the moment because I need to get these Churchills to fire at these buildings, but I just can't get line of sight, and it just seems totally artificial. Again, the way around that would be, as I said before, to be able to click a point and actually get line of sight from that point, so it becomes clearer. At the moment, you just kind of, well, I don't know why. Why is there no line of sight there? Still can't see that. I don't know what on earth is getting in the way here. Really do not want to go too far forward, but give it a go here. Come on guys, look, watch, shoot. Pointed straight down that target. Yep, there he is. Fire, go on, fire, fire, fire. Have we got him? We have. We have indeed. Look at that indeed. Okay, let's go right back to the beginning. The attention focused on the right, and up comes the Wolverine. What did that round hit it? Nice pristine tiger. Scratch one tiger. Now I can actually do something on this right flank without being terrified of running into that one. Okay, let's go right back. It's not a bad return. One M10 for time. Not so much fun for the guys actually in the M10 that got knocked out, but where is that M10 got? No! 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 What? Why is that going there? Did I give the wrong tank the order or something? Most likely. Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going. Don't turn round. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Did they get away with that? Why is it turning its rear to the enemy though? Ugh, don't know what I did there. Yeah, I got the wrong one. My own mistake. At least we can hit that building now. It's a relief in itself. It's a 57mm. I'm gonna actually fast move that one too. All Churchills look the same after all. These guys running forward. Get these forward so that get them into that corner there, but that's about as good as it's going to get, I think. I'm hoping they're going to be able to run through that. Let's forward through there, let's move them forward. All the way down that avenue and just confused with 1 or 2 units getting so many units to control. Sometimes I get confused about who belongs to who. Really get myself organised. So they're going to find out that position there. Just keeping these guys pinned down. Let's see if I can get these. I'd like to have. I really would like to have. Distance showing up when I'm making movement orders. Just don't have that, which is a real shame. It's one of those missions that it really hurts you. Just knowing how far you're moving when you're trying to get within grenade range of a defender. That would be really helpful. Let's start bringing the infantry, 2nd Infantry Platoon over onto the right here. It's looking pretty good. Let's have a look on the other flank. Of course, we can't look at that until I've come through this phase. I want to have a look at it, artillery, what's still available. An awful lot of HE, it's 57mm. Oh, that HQ's just run down the middle of the road. I think that's picked up a wound. I really just should have run through the gap and just stayed behind the hedgerow, but it's run down the middle of the road because obviously the up road's the quickest way to do things. Okay. Still can't hit these. Might hit that building. Bit of a again, I would love to be able to just hit that as a lineup. Can I get that? Get away with that actually? See, this confuses me. This really does. I'm seriously going to have to look at the manual. This is really confusing me. And you get a target from that point, and yet I'm going to have to do some more research on that, figure out exactly how that works, because that has got me really confused. I want you to actually get into this position. I want to be absolutely sure you get into it. There you go. That's looking reasonable. Let's have a look at the in fact, I've got with us these 95mm Churchills. Okay, I've got start getting these start getting the reserve forward way too far back. Now I've got these 95mm Churchills, which I really want to I want these to work over the chateau. There's a little bit, so we can avoid a traffic jam like that. Section. And 3 section. Bring up the rear. See how that works out. Which is 2 section, 1 section, 1 section, 3 section. A little bit light for a section, I thought. Trying to get those into this area here. And let's there's got to be some serious defences. At least a platoon, I would have thought, along this strip of road. You got M10 crew out of the way. Feel for these guys carrying the Vickers HMG. That's going to be pretty worn out. Mind you, I've had a couple of armoured cars of carriers. I could have stuck them in one of those. That 57mm is just going to really open up that avenue. Tossing grenades into that position. Alright, looks like we're just about to take that. not too far. I've got to find position where I can hit that, hit those two buildings in the centre. Too much to ask for him to hit this. I can hit one. Can we hit the other one somehow? No, but we can just double up on that one building, get that rolling. I'm gonna just give it those orders to try to make sure that it goes wherever they want it to. This is one section, I've got two sections. That way. No, it's going to go around the wrong side. Go right where it's ought to go to. Kind of bunching them up a little bit, but if I can get them into that trench and fire the 2-inch mortars. Let's get these guys into here. I'm looking like rolling up Etterville from the left flank, trying to pin them frontally and get into the left flank and then roll them up that way. And doing nothing here apart from just trying to pin them down with tank fire. So they've got a substantial amount of infantry in the centre. Okay, what am I going to do with these M10s? They're not doing me an awful lot of good where they are. Can they just get straight through that hedgerow there? I think so. Let's get them into this sort of position. Redeploying them onto the right. I'm just going to leave them there until I've got these M10s into a position that can be support the right flank a bit better. Still not in line of sight for that. SM10 crew. Back out of the way. What are they doing? The M10's a little bit vulnerable because it is open topped. So any mortar rounds impacting around it are going to cause it issues. Where is that coming at? Oh, that's coming around there. Which is not good. And I'm pretty certain that they're getting fire from this observer unit, but this for some reason I don't believe this HMG is actually firing. Maybe the gunner's been wounded, but somebody should be firing the weapon, because all they need to do is put fire down into that area and it's going to suppress the team, but they don't appear to want to do that for some reason. Back here, a lot of command elements back there. I'm not really going to do an awful lot with. Too high value to bring forward. The area around Chateau d'Eteville is going to be problematic. I've got to get infantry across this orchard area. This orchard area here, I've got to get them towards this line of hedgerow. But to do that I really need to take these buildings down, because I know they're going to be German defenders. Okay, we're in this. On that objective at least. Into that position there. You can see that. One of the scouts right across the map. What is that anyway? I think it's just a lorry, isn't it? Yeah. So that taken care of. So he's firing there. Right to that building there. He stopped firing completely. I don't know why. Not at all sure why. do with hitting these buildings here? Don't know why I can't hit those. Getting a bit of a... I don't know. I just want to be able to hit these buildings and I just can't. That's in a decent spot now. Do here. I think I'm going to it's time to start rolling in behind them. Can I get these out of here? Let's get them back up with a proper platoon. Where's the HQ and etc. for these guys? So pretty quick, pretty badly beaten up, but just redraw these. Cause so these guys should be that's not target, or is it? Nope. We're really just applying lots and lots of firepower. See if I can see through those trees. Not got a huge amount of confidence in that, but we'll see. Might get lucky and be able to spot something through there. And what can we see here? I don't like the low visibility we got here. I think we're just gonna pop out right on top of these guys. Not hunt, let's get a hunt order. It's pretty much like grass here we're moving along. I don't want to go too far forward, but well, we look as though we've got some decent line of sight here, as long as we don't get anything over to the left. it's good to see that tiger burning at long last. Well, that sounds pretty catastrophic. So, taking on another building. Infantry coming forward. Why are they going that way? It looks a bit odd. These M10s coming forward. We've got another troop of 95mm Churchills. I don't think I want to need them on this flank, to be honest. Let's see what we can discover with these scouts and then move forward on that right flank. What the heck? That's one Churchill gone. What's that? Go back and see what happened there. What's that? Frontal penetration. Infantry going to get into the... That didn't sound like a Panzerfaust or Panzerschreck. Reverse, 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 don't bail out. That didn't sound very much like a Panzerfaust, that sounded like an anti-tank or a tank gun. I might get an anti-tank gun off to the front. Over the front right, I don't know. Either way, that, yeah, okay. That's something else I need to think about. We're going to make this work. Take 95 for this area, so I guess it's building. So far. What are they carrying for? Got to be aware of some anti-tank threat to the right. So what have we got in here? This is 3 section. Two sections, not 2 sections. What's 2 sections? I'm getting totally confused here. That's 3 section, 1 section, 2 section. So the rest are 2 section. There they are. be wary here because, as I say, we've seem to have come up against something a bit heavier. Position there eventually. Are they there? Can I just not see them? It looks like they're there. It's a bit of a puzzle, that one. Clearly in trouble. It's got a target light all the way down here. Find an aim point. Okay, so they can hit that, but why can't he? I'm not going to do that. I'm not really sure why he can't. See how that works. So I'm going to take these buildings down as much as I possibly can, and then I can move on. The fact that these tanks have gone so far suggests that we're going to be knock that down. That the whatever anti-tank threat there is, it's over onto the right rather than the left. I give them move orders rather than quick. Pretty safe here. I'm going to just retain their effectiveness. Let's have a look at they've got some line of sight on the right. of it. Into a decent position. I just don't think anyone's taking over the actual machine gun. Just clear target. I don't think they're going to do anything. I think that sorts everything out. I think I'd like to do a little bit of mortar fire left, but I'd like to hold on to that until we find out where the anti-tank gun is, wherever that is. Can finally get things moving on this right flank. Expecting contact at any time really on this flank. That sounds good. The 95mm. Getting artillery. I'm surprised how far these scouts are getting forward without getting into contact. There's got to be a nasty surprise waiting for me somewhere. Back over to the left. You cannot, seriously, that 95mm Churchill just completely missed the chateau. I mean, that's going some, isn't it, to miss the chateau from that sort of a range. No, it's not good. People are running back. Oh, because it's the crew for the Churchill that's knocked out. There's got to be some serious resistance down here on this avenue. All I can do is just keep hitting it with a lot of fire. Just taking these buildings down as much as I can. Whoa, this is so over there. Lots of infantry here. Follow this. HQ in here that's still active. Infantry in here that's still active. Infantry in here that's still active. These don't know where to be. Two squads and one HQ facing us, maybe even that was it. Nice doing the run. We're starting to open up a little bit of flanking fire. Now they're pinned down straight away. Okay, well I'm gonna be able to shift this across here, but there you go. You get that tank in. Wish I could hit this building from here, but I can't do that. Can't hit that. Let's hit that. It's just MG5. No, I'm not going to reverse it. I think it's just. That's just a lot of small arms fire. I want to get these tanks forward a bit more, but which HE have they got left? Plenty. Well, I've got a substantial amount more HE left. As they're not firing anything. Line of sight again. I would love to be able to open that up a little bit, but I can't. Where are the other two tanks in that? Hopefully that was not the I was trying to remember what tanks belong to what unit. It's getting confusing. Yeah, that 75mm went off to the right, didn't it? Yeah, okay. I think I figured that one out. Blast through this wall here, get through, put a tank in that position to give them flanking fire. Oh no. Even that position, taking in a one-on-one fight with these guys, they should be able to. They should be in the advantageous position, but they're not. I think they've got the numbers, I think they've got the elevation, they ought to be firing into them and just taking them out really quickly, but see, it's only a couple of guys, from what I can tell, it's only a couple of guys, although that's an LMG-42, I think so. I suppose that explains it. It's no good having them shot up in that position that they're in. I mean, again, I would love to get people to just take that down, but they just won't do it. And I've tried so many times to nail that. Can he also get that? No, he can't. Thought for a second he could get it. No. I am very suspicious of the fact they have not been engaged yet. Is that support company HQ? And this is Kerry Platoon HQ. And this would happen to be E-Troop HQ. Yeah, this is the HQ for. is that road? There you go. Let's get this, the HQ all the way up this road. Let's start getting us HQs organised. Let's get it right up to the crossroads there, or the fork in the road. It's A Company HQ. And we've got B Company HQ back here somewhere. Along with their crew. No vehicle, just a crew. Can that one now target? That's a bit of a lottery. Again, it's one of those things where you kind of moving it into different positions and really kind of guessing. Now that, to me, that suggests, but nope. So if I can reverse it, quick move, and from there, can I do some magic? And no, I just don't know how I can do that apart from just randomly placing vehicles into a position and once they're checking the line of sight. Can I get through there, do you think? Who knows? Yeah, they're getting small arms firing. What is that? There's a lot of let's just see how this fight develops. Got to nail this HQ. Do that then with start with a big impact. There you go, the HQ's on the run. That should do us a lot of good. But there's still a long way to go. 30 minutes left. We're closing on the objectives though, which is always pleasing. That's not good. Don't like to see that. It's the observers again. That's causing us untold problems. Could have taken those out earlier, that would have saved us a lot of problems. Now I'm gonna have to rush these guys forward. Quicker with them than what I intended to do, but I think there must have been a spotting run, so I've got to get in quickly and start moving them. They move forward, decent position. Maybe I'll take that to observer team under fire. Okay, now let me just look, see what I can do here with this. Let's just target this area. Nope. See what we can do about that. Oh, it looks like one of those guys is actually the guy with the wound has taken over that Vickers HMG, so hopefully we're going to get something out of that. But again, I think we're coming under spotting around fire, so as much as I want to take a little bit more care with this, I'm going to have to speed things up a little bit. Don't want to get caught under a barrage. Get these guys. A little bit risky, but I don't think I've got an awful lot of choice there. So these guys are gonna a bit further forward actually. Hopefully they're gonna screen that flank. That is the plan. A couple of lorries turned up at the back here. I'm still just pounding these buildings at the front. And one of the lorries is the foxholes there. Might be something that they're transporting. Gotta wait so these till they're finished in there. Can I get through here with these? I want to get some infantry forward. It's just a shoot. I can't target this area. And I'm wary of that position because of the will be an anti-tank gun. Okay, well thank you for being in a position I'm gonna... Oh, that's not one. Smite that position hard. Can I... Yeah, you can come to that particular party. Okay, now it's time to... Just going to clear that target for the time being. I'm kind of wary of going through here because I don't know. I'm going to leave that alone for the time being. I don't know where the anti-tank gun is, but I suspect it's somewhere around the Chateau d'Arteville area. Guys will not be so keen to fire the weapons. Back there. Yeah, looks as though they're pretty much done. I don't think we need to worry about that area. That's good. Whatever's in there is not going to be... Let's just have a look back at this. Let's look at this guy. It's a nasty little corner I can't reach. Getting out of there. It's just pulling out of this area. MG42. It was nice to see one of those guys on the run. We're just pounding the front lines, not trying to do anything clever. Just trying to grind them down with these Churchills. That's fine, these guys just need to... long. Come on guys, let's start going. Need to get them out of this area. Still nothing from that tree line, which is nice to see but a little bit concerning. Still expecting something to pop up. Can't be that it was just the Tiger holding this entire sector. Looks like we're going to be able to get clear. Yeah, let's it's a little bit patchy on that. I'm leading with them more than I want to do, but smack that guy. See what we can do there. Don't do too much around there. What? Well, that kinda... I didn't see that at all. Wow. What on earth happened there? Where did these guys come from? Oh, that surprised me totally. Where did those guys come from? It's like there's a counterattack going on or something there. Where did these guys come from? I wasn't expecting that at all. That has really taken me by surprise. Where did those guys come from? Wow. That is a shock. We had that very cleared. That has taken me completely by surprise. They came out of nowhere. They came out of absolutely nowhere. That totally surprised me. Wow, that is, yeah, they came out of nowhere, those guys. I was not expecting, I mean, they're not going to last that long, but... That is a bit of a shock. Oh, that's not going to be good enough. Come on, guys. But that, yeah, that completely took me by surprise. Never seen that before. Thank you. Some more complete opening made. Oh, there's a lot of Churchills all of a sudden. HMG's back. So we dealt with that already. Putting up a fight in there. No longer though. Section. Squad. Didn't last too long, these guys. But the job done. Came out of nowhere and took out that Churchill very neatly. wonder where they came from. Totally took me by surprise there. I've got no infantry at the moment in this area, and I need to bring up that reserve. But it would have been better with that. Is these guys still? Where are these guys based? There's one of them. I don't know where the other one is. That's me a bit puzzled. Crikey, that's kind of surprised with that getting. I think that one's finished. The Etiville is pretty much ready to fall. I need to bring that reserve forward to work its way down this avenue. Certainly I'm losing churches. I lost a couple in that area, which is it's not a disaster, but you expect to lose some. But that second one was a real surprise. Suddenly everything's going easily on this flank. Don't like having those M10s in such an exposed position. Let's glitch into it, yeah, that's good. That observer team should be... What's going on with that? Let's stop moving forward. It's looking pretty good so far. We have... Again, I'm surprised that we've not run into any opposition here. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. More line of sight on these positions. So at the moment it's looking pretty good down that on that right flank. Long may that last. I've got to get this reserve forward. Bring that up behind them. Could be another one, surely. There will be the reserve for that. Why is that in such chicken? Why are they in such bad shape? Puzzle there. Mind you, they've had pretty much all the units shot up completely. We'll end up a little bit short of infantry the way this is going. I don't want you to go in front of that hedgerow. Position for the time being. We've got in the building, yeah, 3 section. Should do. Or we're going to be real surprised here and take these positions without much of a fight. I'm expecting this to be really tough, but walking onto the objective as it is. You consider the fights that the 5 Dorsets have had so far in these scenarios. It's almost an anticlimax for them. Not that they'd be complaining. These guys are going to get all the glory and they've had to do none of the fighting. I think we can ease off on that fire there. I think we've done the job. Some tank hits again. I don't know what was hitting them. But I've got to get infantry forward as quickly as I can to cover these tanks. Can't afford to lose any more. swivel around and some flanking shots on these Germans as they start to pull out, hopefully. Just give us a little bit of heavy covering fire. Oh, there's a lot of fire going on these guys. Should do that for them. Beginning. Carried in 42 there. There's a cavalry. HQ just had the surprise of its life. There's an MG42 there. Oh, the fire they're putting out. But yeah, that's what happens when you bring in that's bringing the handgun to the knife fight, isn't it? Almost feel sorry for them. If it hadn't been for that tank being in that position there, that section going into the third floor would have been in real trouble, just from that MG42. Further back here, for sure. Don't like having those two churches bunched up. Wow. I'm a little bit concerned about. There's a tank going somewhere. These guys on the run. Can't see them. Yeah, these guys are done. I saw a hit on something from somewhere. Must have been mistaken. Shouldn't be pinned now because it's got really. At least it should come back up to. Should come back up to strength. And they're a little bit too far back. Let's get the HQ forward. So a little bit short of infantry here. And a real grind getting forward on this. I want to get, or at least attempt to get these. They're going to be impassable. Okay, so we can't get through there either. I'm not sure how we're going to approach the chateau. I don't want to go down this road because it's an absolute death trap going through there. Could be able to cut across through here. But at the moment I'm waiting for the infantry. Oh, there you go. Right hole? What? What? What is happening here? These guys seem to all be coming out of... I know what they're doing. They're pulling out of those positions, aren't they? That's what's going on there. They're just pulling out of those positions. That's why they're... I think that's what's happening. They're pulling out of those positions and running into us rather than counter-attacking. It just looks like a pretty well-planned counter-attack. It's got a bit lucky with us really there. All the way down here with those guys. These should have a line of sight now into this second patch. Yeah, kinda, sorta. Clear this target. They again should pretty much have those dealt with. It's not got an awful lot. Let's, for the sake of neat and tidy, let's get them across there. Come into the last, almost down to the last 25 minutes. And we look as though first of this series of objectives is done. The chateau is going to be hard to... Etiville itself, I think we have that pretty much overpowered. But the actual chateau is going to be more of a challenge. As always, suffered heavy casualties, but that's to be expected, I suppose. HQ popped up from there. What is that? Oh yeah, that's that's the observer. Forward observer team. Which seems hull penetration. No, actually that's a lorry. That's got to be a lorry. Worried me there. Thought I've lost another Churchill. These guys are pinned. They should be out of the battle before too long, but I'm just gonna... These guys deserve their own little show. they're opening up again. They don't know when they're beating these guys. There you go, there he is. Fortunately, he's found an MP40, so from what I can tell. So the effective range of that is going to be pretty poor. Why does he stop? It's like he was carrying. No, he's not carrying. Of course, he's not carrying. He's just taking a breather, just assessing the situation. That right upper right hull. I'm pretty sure that's going to turn out to be small arms. Just want to keep these out of Panzerfaust range. Back now. See, he's got a Panzerfaust on his back. You've got to be very aware, keep those out of 60-metre range. It just shows that I desperately need to get infantry back up into a position that they can. There's a lot of smoke, where is that? Let's just look firing into that position. Can they fire from there? Something in here. Mortar. Let's have a close look at these. Figure out how to get to them. Okay, these guys are taking cover. Figure out. There'll be a mortar HQ as well. And they're also taking cover. So that's unexpected bonus. I didn't expect to be uncovering quite so much as we are there. They are taking casualties from something. Not sure what. That's tonight, surely. Clear target. Let's just keep up this piece of fire against positions that we know have been active, if not are still active. Let's get the reserve. Moving right forward. Then into that position. That contact, there's the knocked out stug. Okay, so who can see this? There shouldn't really be an issue with taking these guys down. Fire from the flank. And just for good measure, can we? Oh, can't hit that. Can this one? It can indeed, that's pretty cool. Let's get the mortars forward too. Let's push into these positions. I'm not going to do that. We don't really need to take that sort of risk. Might as well. I've probably the crew of the Tigers exited the map already. Where that landed. The HQ still trundling up the road. Oh, that's a great surprise. I thought that would be defended by a lot more than the at least a platoon, but it's a case of moving up to it. Let's nothing's going to happen there. Let's see what happens to this hero. He's not liking that. And if I'm going to be in grenade throwing range by the edge of the grass. Sure, they must have a lot of kills from that position because he's so resilient and just made it hell for that platoon coming forward. There's a 3-man observer team. Not sure where that's landed still. I can't see any impacts. Let's looks like it's in that empty field, just a carrier. Anyway, let's start pushing through Etterville. Yeah, it's the chateau that's going to be the tough nut to crack, I think. Oh, you naughty people lobbing mortars at us. I wonder if they're attracted to shooting at that lorry rather than the actual mortar team. I'm going to need to take care of that. MG team has been sorted out. Hopefully this platoon coming forward is going to start getting forward on this right flank. Again, I'm missing a little bit of armouring. Is that MG kicking up again? It is indeed. Causing so much problems. Okay, now let's... No. Give me... Give me anything, so... any kind of line of sight, no. Again, I'm kind of... very much hamstrung, because it wants line of sight, very specific, and it's knocked out. It wants a very specific line of sight, unfortunately. Desperately need to deal here with these guys. Concentrate the fire there. question of really kind of keyhole that. Just wrap those guys up so that we can then push around. More infantry. Some of these guys moving up into positions to smite the Germans that are popping up, but a little bit brave doing that, but I need to get some support, some heavy support right in behind those guys as they go in those positions. How far away is that? So they need to drop about 50. Into the last 25 minutes. 5 Dorsets look pretty solid. Might just be a grenade range, I'm not sure. Don't shoot those players. Okay, you can stop now. Now return fire, come on. Not sure why they didn't fire back. Oh no, they're pinned, surprisingly enough. See, this is what is driving me crazy with it's one guy on an MP40 and you know, I've just put so much fire into that and half the time the units I'm telling to fire at it aren't firing at it. You can set up as much covering fire as you like, but if they don't actually cover fire, then there's not much you can do. Every time I put a unit towards it, it just ends up acting alone because the units supposedly providing covering fire just go to the ground or just ignore the orders completely. Wrap this up with this church if it can turn around. This will be a target-rich environment for this church once it swings in operation. Just hopeful that there's no anti-tank in that area. Yeah, looks as though we're taking out that mortar. Doing it pretty quick. So now it's just a question of wrapping that up, I think. I'm gonna make some inroads on the left flank before I push through the centre of Etterville. That BC5 just going straight through there is just dissuading that MG team from doing anything. Not what's left of that section. In fact, they're running to the rear. There you looks like an anti-tank gun on that flank. Okay, let's get out of there. Infantry's seen it. The Churchill. Okay. Looks like in that corner. I just had the blue line there. Get out of dodge there, because that does not look good. And there's hide orders there, because I just... Can I get...
Hello, fire mission, over!
I'm just going to absolutely slap that silly, hopefully. Can we get any 2-inch? Come on, give me... Help me out here a little bit. Nope. It looks like it might be working on that. Again, I'm kind of guessing here. It's a bit awkward and clumsy, but I'm not sure if that's working as I'm thinking it's working. If you know what I mean. Okay, that's what we've got at the moment. There's no entrance at the rear for that, so you got 1 section, 3 section. It's assault onto... it's actually assault onto here. Let's see if we can still try somehow. Honestly, I don't think they're firing at that. I really don't. Don't know why. Truly don't know why. Okay, that's not hitting that, so... I keep coming up against these heroic German defenders. on. You know what, I do think that's working. It's not very intuitive, but I get a feeling you click on that dot and it does actually target from there, from that point. Still traces the point from the centre of the unit where it is, but I think it's it does kind of what you want it to do, I think. Please guys, start shooting back at them. Cavalry. But they're all carrying, they're not doing anything either. Oh, there's another unit there firing at them. I just cannot seem to get rid of this damn spot. I just can't. Yay! Well done. Fabulous. We finally got rid of the poor guy. I want to see who got this guy. I'm going to be personally handing out medals for this one. Looking for a fresh magazine. Yeah, I think it's infantry actually. But finally we have dealt with this. They've just given us such a hard time. It's just phenomenal. We've got some infantry behind here, which is just taking me by surprise again. HQ popped up somewhere. This guy's yeah, bit of a shot up, but still. MG42 still. Causes a lot of issues, so we've got these two right down this centre line again. Come on, Churchill, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. Don't roll forward, turn around. Reverse, 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 reverse. It's going too far forward again. Reverse. It's not in returning fire. That MG42 is still going. Gotta return fire. These have got completely shot up again. But again, this MG42 is absolutely wide open. Just taking phenomenal amounts of fire from here. Phenomenal casualties. take that one to knock out the lorry. Into that position. There it is. So there we are. We're down to the last, well, into the last 25 minutes. I think we're pretty much secured out of the, well, not secured out of it, we've pretty much won the fight for it. And what I'm going to be doing then is trying to open up, or to outflank the chateau. And also waiting obviously for mortar fire to come in and knock out that anti-tank there. So hopefully the next set of turns we'll be completing it with somewhat of a victory, perhaps with heavy casualties. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you again for the next one.